I'm Mike, and I guess I'm some sort of guest star in this show. So,
Okay, say hi.
Hello.
Ow!
we're going to review Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
Hell yeah.
So,
What are your opinions on this movie?
at the time I watched the movie, I thought it was pretty fucking awesome.
I didn't. I still thought it was shit. I'm a fan of the series. I hated it. I watched every single episode. You know what the worst part was? That fucking movie.
You know, when I was a kid, I never noticed they changed the actor for the Red Ranger.
You didn't really watch the second season, did you?
No.
You see, once upon a time, I had a favorite Power Ranger back in 1993. But I was watching reruns. I was around 4 at the time. So, it was about 94? 95? It was somewhere in between. And I had a favorite Power Ranger, and his name is Jason. But season 2 came along. I had 2 favorites out of the whole lineup. Their names were Zach and Jason. Well, for some fucking reason, they left to go to the stupid thing, and they never came back. Well, Jason came back in Zeo, which was probably better than these other seasons that came out. And I know a lot of people liked season 2 and 3 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but I much preferred Zeo with their shapes and such.
I didn't watch it so much, but geometric shapes scare me. Not really.
Well, you see, once upon a time, this movie was going to be made, and I know all about this movie. The producers knew nothing about this movie. They never watched the show, and they were going to have the face mask without the visors in it, so you can see their face underneath it.
Really?
I'm not kidding. That's a real thing. This was like at the beginning of CGI too, so CGI was not perfected yet. They should have just took that right out of the picture, because it still looked like shit. Agreed?
Yeah.
What pissed you off about this movie?
Let's see. I didn't like their suits with the medals in the middle.
You know what pissed me off about this movie? You know how they defeat the last guy? It sums up this movie quite well. A great big kick in the balls. When you're a little kid and you have little balls, it's like a big kick right in there. Right in the testiculars. And you don't grow up from that. The movie's still there. If you want to get revived from this whole movie, just watch season 3 of Power Rangers. But the movie's still there. It still lingers. It's a big budget Hollywood movie. And you know what? That wasn't the first Power Ranger movie. There's ones in Japan, and it wasn't the last American movie either. So just remember that every time you see it. The movie was so... It's not even that it's bad. When half the time... When most of your budget goes to skydiving...
Oh, yeah.
There's
That was
nothing
the
wrong.
beginning of the movie.
Yeah. What? That pissed me off.
I don't know.
I have so much hate for this movie, because I'm a really fucking huge fan of Power Rangers. I mean, I know you like it, but I have a certain extent that I like it, to the point where I watch every single episode, no matter if I hated it or loved it, at least once. I at least had to watch the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers seasons at least like 4 times
Well,
each
come
episode.
on, you had to love the scene where Tommy took 5 takes of the same spin kick down a cliff.
Yeah,
that
let's
was
just leave it at
hilarious.
that. I don't even know how to describe that. Oh,
no,
what about the ending? No. What about Zordon? If you wish enough, we can bring him back. We have the same morals as fucking Pokemon. If you cry enough, he can bring the guy back. Really? Really? Oh, your parents died. If you cry enough, you can bring them back. Oh, they're not coming back. Kid morals. If you believe enough.
Well,
you know what? That's the same concept as fucking Pinocchio.
I haven't seen the movie in a while, but what was that scene in the movie where they were following this girl into this rocky mountain area?
That's when they go to another planet.
That was on a different planet? Okay.
The girl had very big knockers. That's what I remember. And they
oh yeah, didn't she kind of look like an Athena or something, like She-Ra or something?
Yeah, something like that. But you know what? That was when they were trying to get their new powers after their old ones got stolen. Even though their costumes look exactly fucking alike, you know, a big movie where they could have changed them for, like, looking, you know, like a frog, you know, a falcon, anything. You know, the back set of the TV show where they couldn't change costumes for, I have no idea what fucking reason. They eventually did, but apparently the first 3 seasons didn't change the costumes. Do you have a problem with that? Because I do. Well, we're going off topic. How did you like the villain?
I hated that villain.
He was the only one to say a funny line in that movie. I'm dead serious. When he was mentioning all the things that he missed that was so evil, like the Brady Bunch reunion. That was my favorite line throughout the whole movie. And it took me to grow up to actually appreciate that line. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel. I do not recommend this movie to any fucking person in the whole goddamn world, even if they are stuck in the 1970s. Watch your 1970 movies. Do not watch this movie.
Or just go straight to Die Ranger.
We're sticking to movies here. Die Ranger. What do you recommend it or do you not recommend it?
The movie?
I'm thumbs down.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while.
Mike, down, side, up.
I say side.
How can you side this fucking movie? Really?
I side it because back then I loved the movie.
Yeah, 'cause you're a stupid kid.
Back then I loved the movie. I haven't seen the movie since.
Mike. By that logic, you like the Never-Ending Story 3.
No, I don't like that movie. Because
Did you like it as a kid?
No.
Name all the movies you liked as a kid. That you liked the Backstreet Boys as a kid.
Mike, listen.
You don't like it, or we punch you.
What,
Do you-
Never-Ending 3?
Do you want to get stabbed in the nuts with a fork? Because that's what watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers feels like.
You have to kick him in the balls.
Yeah, well, that was more like a goddamn stab with a fucking fork when I
That's the
watched that
moral.
movie.
In order to save the universe, you have to get kicked in the balls. Or kick somebody in the balls. I don't know. That's what I learned off the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. Alright, so you're a side and I'm a down. Okay. That's it. You're horrible, Mike. I hope you get bloated by a tampon.